Hey guys, Shadow Fox here and welcome back to another episode of SevTech. So you probably noticed that this room has changed quite a bit since the last episode. I've been doing a fair bit of work off camera, mainly gathering clay and smelting down bricks, which took forever, although if we head up here, you can see I may have went a little bit overboard with the bricks. So yeah, that's a thing. See, it's not quite finished either. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with the roof. I'm thinking just continue with these slabs. Also, I might want to bring out these spruce pillars either side of the doorways, one block, but we'll see. So in the last episode we got the beneath teleport created using the abyssal craft ritual. So I'm thinking for this episode I want to start off by going into the beneath. Now, one thing I've noticed is we keep getting mobs coming through this portal. I went AFK for a bit and had a creeper explode on me, which is always fun. I seem to have a lot of trouble with creepers in this pack. So I've just been blocking that off for now. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the hunting portal yet. But since this is the magic room, I figure let's place the teleporter down in here. Like so. Yes, I've got torches. Okay, do I just right click on that? Sneak. How does this work? Oh, there we go. And of course I seem to have spawned in the roof. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Anyway, so the main reason we're here is to find these things here, which are aquamarine and black quartz. So black quartz, it seems we find at the bottom of the beneath, and aquamarine is in the top. So I guess we're going to start with the aquamarine. So I've just been digging along in the roof, well, what I believed was the roof of the beneath, and I've come across a little cave system which is actually taking me out. Looks like I'm not actually on the roof yet. I'm just on like a second level, but one thing I have found, if I can find my way back to it, there it is the black quartz. Did we not get the achievement for that? Oh, I see, we probably have to... Can we grind that down to get the black quartz? And finally found some aquamarine. I'm not gonna lie, this has taken me quite some time to find. I've had to go very high up in the beneath to find this. Also, this place just seems to be like a complete maze. So, yeah, where did I? Yep, that's where I went down. Alright, okay, I've got 6. That's probably not going to be enough, so I'm going to continue searching for some more. Alright guys, welcome back to the overworld. So after my exploration of the beneath, which I've decided I don't really like, it's too much like the Nether in my eyes, just with less lava, I managed to get just over 2 stacks of aquamarine and about 1.5 stacks of black quartz ore. Now I'm hoping, actually let's just check in GEI, how do I get the black quartz? So you have to smelt crushed black quartz, which you get from the millstone. Of course I actually need to take it out of my backpack. We'll just do a few for now. So you go in there. And then we can just right click you a few times. Get a black quartz. And there we go, that's the next achievement done. Or advancement, I should say. So see, this is now starting to open up a few different things. So we've got the axles and water wheels, which is going to be great because we'll be able to start doing gearboxes, I believe they're called, and start getting a bit of automation. But we've also got the start of the astral sorcery stuff. So the first part is I need to make some parchment, and this is the reason I went out and collected the mulberry bark earlier on, because we need washi, which we press using the horse press. That comes from a mulberry sheet, which comes from mulberry pulp, which comes from dry and soaked mulberry bark, which comes from mulberry bark and a fluid bladder. Of course, this was never going to be easy, was it? So, let's see, so we need the mulberry bark first, which I believe we get from putting a mulberry log in the crafting grid with a work blade, maybe? Oh no, we need to get the source. We're going to have to start getting into the axles first. So what do we need to do this? So we just need to make an axle. Of course, it helps to spell it correctly. Wow, I'm getting bad at this. So, an axle is made with black quartz, sticks and hemp rope. Hemp rope comes from hemp fibres, which we get from milling hemp. What the hell? I'm just sitting here, milling down some hemp, minding my own business, and this guy runs in, gets all up in my face. Oh, I see what it is. It's night time, isn't it? You're afraid of the zombies. What are you, a farmer? I'm gonna be completely honest here. You don't really give me anything I need. In fact, you could say you're a bit of a nuisance, aren't you? Yes, you are. What? This? Oh, this is Choppy McChopface. Just stay there. Idiot. Anyway guys, so ignoring that little interruption, I've got plenty of hemp fibres. I'm so glad I actually thought to grow some hemp in advance. So that gets us enough for 18 hemp rope. So I just need the sticks. I believe I've got some of them lying around somewhere. At least I'm sure I do. There we go. Of course, we're getting plenty of sticks from the strainers out there. So I've got enough to make 5 axles, which gets us the Axle F advancement. Wasn't that the Crazy Frog Axle F? God, that's such an annoying song. But next up, we've got What Are We Doing? So I need to make a water wheel for this. Which is a copper gear, which is stone gear surrounded by copper plates, and that needs sandstone around a wooden gear, which is buffalo teeth and red cedar planks. Okay, so I've now got the materials to make the wooden blades, I believe it was called. So I've got my 8 wooden blades. Last thing I need to do is get the copper gear, which needs a stone gear, which needs a wooden gear, which we need the buffalo teeth and red cedar planks for. Then after that is the stone gear. Okay, so that's the stone gear. We then need 4 copper plates. I've got 3, so we just need 1 more. There we go. So that is 1 copper gear, which we surround with the wooden blades, and that gets us the Waterwheel. Fantastic. Now, grinding your gears. The gearbox allows you to extend the reach of your mechanical power. Powered axle must go into the side with the cross on it. Okay, so let's have a look at the gearbox, which needs 2 wooden gears, some thin slabs, bronze plates and a wooden axle. And there we go, that wasn't too difficult. That gets us grinding your gears. And then we've got turning tables. Craft a turntable, connect the bottom with mechanical power and place a block on top to begin shaping. So let's have a look and see what we need for the turntable. So that is another copper gear, some stone, axle and plank siding. Okay, so that needs a saw. So that must not have its own advancement. Oh wow, so we need 2 copper gears, 2 planks, a bronze gear, which is just stone surrounded by stone gear surrounded by bronze plates. A leather belt, which is going to need some more coagulated blood, and a flint saw blade, which needs a tin gear and some flaked flint. Okay, so this is going to take a bit of time just to get the materials together. I'll be back once that's done. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I imagined. So we need 2 copper gears, 1 bronze, 1 tin. The tin we then create the flint saw blade, and that gives us everything we need for the saw. Awesome. Okay guys, so I've had a play about with the Waterwheel. You can see I've created a small pier coming out from near my base. So what I've done is I've placed the wooden gearbox down with an axle and a water wheel, and I've just blocked off the water from one side and the front of the wheel, so you've got the water flowing in one direction, which is going to turn the wheel. Now if I place a axle on the other side of the gearbox, you can see that's using the motion from the water wheel to turn. I can then put the saw down here, which is now going, and then if I pop a wood plank in front of that, you can see that instantly gets turned into the plank sidings, which we can then use to make the turntable, which needs 4 stone, 3 sidings, a copper gear and axle. Now I've already got the stone on the siding and the axle, so I just need to make another copper gear. Okay, so that's the turntable done. Now this turntable needs a mechanical power source going into the bottom of it. So can I do this? And then hopefully it's definitely doing something. There we go, that's the unfired clay bucket. So this is a bit of a mess at the moment, but once I've got things figured out, I am going to sort that out. So you can now go in there, and very soon I should have myself the clay bucket. There we go, that's the bucket list done. Which is now the end of that set of advancements. Now, so the whole point of doing that was to get the parchment, which we need washi, which needs mulberry sheets, which needs mulberry pulp, which needs soaked mulberry bark, which needs mulberry bark, which we can only get from the saw. So if I go ahead and, let's see, mulberry wood, I've got 8. That should be enough just to get the first part done. So I'll pop you down there. This is so much better than actually chopping. So that gets us 8 bark, and we've also got some sawdust and planks, which is fantastic. So these need to be stirred. Okay, have that back please. Let's pop you in there. Awesome, so that's the soaked mulberry bark, which I now need to dry. Okay, so I've got the pulp dried. I did actually have to make a second lot because I need 4 of these mulberry sheets, which I just made with 4 pulp. Now the washi is made from pressing the mulberry sheets, so I need my horse press. So let's pop those in there. Come on, do your thing, run faster. I wonder if the speed of these horses actually affects how fast they work. That could be a thing. So there's our first washi. Okay, so that's all for washi. So if I surround an aquamarine with those, we can get the parchment. And then the next up is, this is going in my diary, which we need to create the Astral Sorcery Journal, which I've already had a quick look on this, and I believe it's just like that. Yes, there we go. And then from there, we need to create the ritual for a luminous crafting table. Okay, so this is going to need the Necronomicon. So we need 1000 potential energy, we need a crafting table, 4 aquamarine, 2 marble, and reinforced slates, which is blank slates in the tier 2 blood altar, which just needs some more stone. So let's grab my sacrificial dagger. Okay, no nasties waiting for us. So let's pop you there. So I've got all the materials ready to make the luminous crafting table, but while I was at it, I thought I'd also give the energy pedestal a go for collecting the potential energy from our Cthulhu statues. So that's working nicely. Doesn't appear to be getting zapped by any lightning or infecting me with Corallian Plague, so that's good. Hopefully that won't take too long to get the 1000 energy. Nice, looks like we're about a third of the way there. Okay, so I've just got the 1000 potential energy ready for the ritual. Let's give this a try. Yes, there we go. It's the luminous crafting table. Is that a new age? Yes, we made it into age 2. That's fantastic. And only a couple of advancements left in this age, which... excuse me. Can you not see I'm busy? Come on. Thank you. And look, you've left this ooze everywhere. It's not very considerate of you. Now I've got to clean all this up after you. Alright, so now that Shoggoth's been dealt with, let's have a look and see what we can actually start getting into. There's a lot of stuff here. Tinkers. We can get tinkers, that's going to be awesome. We can make paper. We've got the astral sorcery stuff in here. We'll see all of the astral sorcery upgrades. We can create glass. And also upgrading prospects. That's hopefully going to allow us to start getting some iron. Looks like we can start getting into some sea lanterns. Framing table for storage. Oh, that's going to be so good. What I was thinking is the kind of basement area I've got in my base, which if I just head down there now, just it is while I'm passing. So this area down here, which you can see I've kind of, what's the word for it? So I've extended the hallway slightly with this double staircase. I think in this area here I could make into a storage room. But if we're going to get storage drawers, that's going to be absolutely amazing. What else have we got? The between lands. Woolly blankets. Awesome, so that's a lot of different stuff we can start getting into. Alright, so the first thing I think I want to get onto is the storage drawers. So in order to do that I need 5 trims. That's 8, and then we place them like so, and that makes the framing table, which is the first part of the advancement. Actually looks like that doesn't go any further from there. But what I should be able to do is pop this down. I'm probably just going to pop this up here for now. So next up I need to create the actual frame drawer themselves. For that we need chests and sticks. So I'm going to go and gather up some wood. I've got a fair bit here, but not enough for what I want to do. I'm just going to grab a load of oak. I think that's going to be the easiest. And then we can use the framing table here to design our drawers. I know I've said this before, but this thing is the greatest thing ever. Just look how fast it is. Okay, so I've made up these frame drawers. So we've got some 2x2s and some single drawers. So I believe what we do is we pop these in here. We can then use different materials to change the appearance of the trim, the front of the drawers and the drawers themselves. So let's grab a couple of materials. What do we have? So let's say we've got some dark oak, for example. We could pop that on the front and you can see there you get a preview of what that's going to look like. Could also do that around the outside. or just on the borders. But I'm going to have a play about with these and let's see what I can come up with. And there we have it, guys. I think this is the design that I'm going to go with. So we've got a bit of marble here, which we're using for the base material. And then for the trim, I've got this blue glazed terracotta, which you can get just by surrounding a piece of blue dye with terracotta and then smelting down a furnace. Luckily, I've got a mason nearby, so I've got no shortage of terracotta. But let's craft these up, and then also the single drawers as well. And then we can take these downstairs and start putting them in the new storage area. Now I'm thinking for the moment at least what I might do is place these down either side of the centre, so I'm going to leave a 3 wide gap, and that's where the doorway to the next area is going to be. Haven't decided what's going to be in that area yet, but what I'm quite liking about this is how the pattern joins up on the corners of these drawers. That's looking quite snazzy. Again, I'm not even sure what theme I'm going to go with for this room yet, but I think given that astral sorcery seems to be a big part of this age, that might be what I do. So I go with the marbles, the blues for the aquamarines and so on. But yeah, I think that's looking quite awesome. It's very snazzy. So I've started moving all of my materials that I've gathered up down into the storage drawers, and already this feels so much better. So I've got the building blocks on this side, so the stone, sand, basalts, ferrocalcite, marble, and so on and so on. And then over on this side I've got drawers for each of the wood types with the samplings, the logs, planks. Not quite sure what to do with this bit yet. Might be fruit related, it might just be random materials. I've also got the plant fibres, twines and sticks, and that's something I could maybe do leaves in those blocks. That way I would keep all of the materials from one tree together. But you can see I've kind of filled up a fair part of this already. So it looks like I'm probably going to have to make some more storage drawers just to keep up. So I might have to extend around the sides of the walls as well, maybe leaving this gap for the doorways. So I think the next thing I want to do is start getting into the Tinker's stuff, to start getting some better tools. Now I was having a look at this, and we can start making the stencil table and crafting stations and such, but we do need to get a controller in order to actually complete the Tinker's Forge. But to do that we need a aqua middle gem, which comes from the Between Lands. Now I've never been to the Between Lands before. I know it has some kind of gimmick with the food where any food you take in with you becomes inedible and you have to find a new food source while you're there. So I think I'm going to leave that until the next episode. We have got a fair bit done today. We've gotten into the Beneath, we've gotten started on Astral Sorcery and progressed into Age 2. We've also got the lovely storage drawers set up. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.